Keeping your crypto on an exchange is the worst way to store your crypto, but if you use a crypto wallet, you maintain complete ownership and control of all your funds. In this video, you'll learn why crypto wallets are more secure than exchanges, how to set up your own crypto wallet, how to transfer crypto between wallets, and even how to transfer crypto from an exchange to your wallet. Before we get into how to set up your crypto wallet, I think it's really important to understand where crypto is actually stored. A lot of people think crypto is stored on the exchange or in the crypto wallet itself, but it's not. It's actually stored on the blockchain. Without getting too technical, all you need to know is the blockchain is a digital ledger spanning thousands of computers all around the world that facilitates the process of recording transactions and tracking cryptocurrency. If all crypto is stored on the blockchain, then what does a crypto wallet actually store? It's a good question. Crypto wallets store two things. First is your public key, also known as your wallet's public address, and second is your private key, often referred to as a seed phrase. You can think of a public key as your PayPal username that you can safely share with others to send and receive money, whereas your wallet's private key is more like your PayPal's password that you would never want to share with anyone because then they would be able to access your account and your funds. And when you set up a crypto wallet, it will randomly generate both a public and private key for you. Your public key is a string of a bunch of characters, letters, and numbers, so it's pretty difficult to remember. Oftentimes you'll just have to copy it and paste it whenever you want to transact with your crypto wallet. As for your private key, most crypto wallets automatically convert it into a 12 or 24 word seed phrase, which you need to write down so that you can access your crypto wallet. And since your seed phrase is the literal key to accessing your crypto assets, you need to store it in a secure location, which means you need to write it down. You should never store it online. You don't want to take a screenshot of it. You don't want to store it in any files, and you don't want to store it in a cloud because then it could be hacked. You want to write it down and store it in a physical location. Of course, most people who start out with crypto wallets will write their seed phrase down on just a sheet of paper that they then store in a secure location, such as an at-home safe. Personally, I like to record my seed phrase in a metal seed phrase storage plate like this one. It's solid stainless steel, and it ensures my seed phrase remains safe in case there's an accident such as a flood, fire, or I just spill my coffee on it. If you want your own metal seed phrase plate, I will leave a link in the description of this video to this exact plate that I use, so check that out if you want one of these. Definitely recommend using it. That said, what would happen if you were to lose your seed phrase? Do you just hit the forgot seed phrase button? Not exactly. If you lose your wallet's secret phrase, then you lose complete access to your wallet and all your funds indefinitely. There is no reset button. The only exception is if you're still logged into your wallet, you can tap the reveal seed phrase button and then rewrite it down if you lost it. But if you're already logged out of your wallet and you don't have your seed phrase, then you will never be able to access it again. And this is exactly why crypto wallets are so secure, but also they require a significant level of responsibility. Now, before we set up a crypto wallet, we need to know about the different types. There are two main types of crypto wallet: hot and cold wallets. A hot wallet, also called a software wallet, is an application-based wallet that you can download and use on your computer or your phone. But since it's always connected to an internet-enabled device, it is more vulnerable to getting hacked. A cold wallet or a hardware wallet is a physical device that stores your wallet's private key offline, providing enhanced security by keeping it away from online threats. Now, before we take a look at which wallet is better, hot or cold wallet, I want to touch on crypto exchanges very briefly as far as storing your crypto on an exchange like Coinbase or Binance or whichever one you might use. Exchanges are supposed to be used to buy, sell, transfer, and convert cryptocurrencies. They were never meant to be a secure storage option for your crypto. And the main reason a lot of crypto users store their crypto on an exchange is really because it's easy to do, and maybe they think that setting up a crypto wallet is difficult, which you're about to find out is actually super easy and quicker than setting up an account on an exchange. So why aren't exchanges good for storing crypto? Simply put, when you create an account on an exchange, you do not get a private key. The exchange actually holds your private key for you. That means they control your crypto. So if an exchange were to go out of business or get hacked, you could potentially lose all of your crypto. It doesn't matter the amount you have on there, $100, $100,000, that could disappear in the blink of an eye. That's why personally, I would never store my crypto, especially long-term, on any crypto exchange. And that leaves us with a hot or a cold wallet. But which is better? Well, let's look at a hot wallet first. I like hot wallets because they are free to use, convenient, and quick to set up, but they're also vulnerable to hacks and less secure than cold wallets. Cold wallets are the most secure storage solution for your crypto. They're compatible with various blockchains and almost impossible to hack when used correctly. That said, they also cost money, are less convenient than software wallets, and take a little longer to set up. So although cold wallets or hardware wallets are the absolute most secure way to store your crypto, software wallets are a better option than storing your crypto on an exchange. So if nothing else, personally, I would transfer my crypto from an exchange to a hot wallet while I work on getting a cold wallet for a more permanent storage solution. I'm sure you still have a ton of questions about cold wallets, and I answer 25 of the most commonly asked questions about these cold wallets in this video right here. So definitely make sure to check that out. I'll also leave a link to that video in the description, along with my favorite hardware wallets that I own and that I use. You can find a link to those wallets in the video where I review those wallets, all in the description. So how do you actually set up a crypto wallet? Fortunately, whether you're setting up a hot wallet or a cold wallet, the process is pretty similar. And even if you're setting up a different kind of software wallet than the one I'm going to set up in this video, again, the process is basically all the same. For this video, I'm going to be setting up a software wallet using my computer. The wallet I'm setting up is Trust Wallet. I like this wallet because it supports a ton of different blockchains and a ton of cryptocurrencies, so it is one of the most versatile software wallets on the market. And if you want to set up your software wallet on your mobile device, again, the process is the same. Just download the app and go through the same steps that I'm about to show you. All right, so let's set up a crypto wallet. Step number one, go to trustwallet.com and download the app. I'm adding it as a browser extension, so I'll click Chrome Web Store and then add to Chrome. Step number two, we want to create a new wallet. Notice a couple options will appear when you first open the app: create a new wallet or import wallet. If you lose access to your wallet or sign out, you would click the import wallet button and enter your seed phrase to recover your wallet. But since we don't have a wallet yet, we want to create a new wallet. Step number three, set your password. This password will be used to access the extension and the wallet. If you're setting up it on a mobile device, obviously it will be used to access the application. If you forget your password, there's no reset password button. You actually have to reset the entire wallet. So you'd have to click reset wallet, and then you have to import your recovery phrase again. And at that point, it will let you set up a new password. Step number four, and the most important step in the entire process, is to back up your secret recovery phrase. Write down the words in chronological order, going left to right. Remember to never store this on a computer or on your phone. Always write it down and put it in a secure physical location. After writing down your seed phrase, you have to confirm it by selecting each word in the correct order to verify you have recorded your secret recovery phrase correctly. That's it. You just set up your very own crypto wallet. So how do you send crypto between wallets? I'm going to show you right now, and later I will show you how to send crypto off an exchange to your crypto wallet. One very important thing to note before sending crypto, you have to make sure that you're sending the same type of crypto to a wallet that supports the crypto you're sending. For example, if you want to send Ethereum, you have to send it to an Ethereum wallet address. If you were to try to send Ethereum to a Bitcoin wallet address, that would not work. Usually it won't let you do it. But worst case, you would actually end up losing your crypto by sending it to the wrong network. This is because wallet addresses or public keys are blockchain specific. For this example, I'm going to send some ETH from my MetaMask wallet to my Trust wallet. Again, the process is going to be the same regardless of which software wallets you're using and transferring crypto between. Step number one, open your Trust wallet app and tap receive. Choose the crypto you're receiving and copy the public address. This is the address you'd send to someone if they were sending you ETH. But I'm sending it to myself in this case. Now I'm going to open up my other wallet that already has some ETH on it, then go to tokens, choose ETH, tap send, and paste my Trust wallet public address in the recipient spot before choosing how much ETH I want to send. Once I've chosen how much ETH I want to send, tap next, and here you can review your transaction and choose your transaction speed. If your wallet says the network is busy, I always choose the most aggressive option. Otherwise, a transaction could fail or just take a really long time. It'll cost slightly more, but it's definitely worth it. Then all you have to do is tap confirm and your crypto is on your way to your other wallet. So how do you send crypto off an exchange to your crypto wallet? The process, again, it's basically the same. Sign into your account on whatever crypto exchange you use, choose the crypto you want to send, tap the send receive button, paste your crypto wallet's public address in the recipient spot, and confirm the transaction. It's super easy And again, everything that you're doing on the blockchain is really the same. The user interface, depending on which wallet or exchange you're using, might look a little different, but the process is basically the same. Whenever sending crypto to a new wallet, or if it's my first time using a blockchain or whatever it may be, I always like to send a small amount first. That way, if I do mess up or something is wrong, I don't lose a bunch of money. Usually there will be a minimum amount you can send, so I always send the bare minimum. That way I don't lose a bunch of money. Then once you confirm that you receive the funds, you can send the rest of it all at once. And that's it. Now you know how to set up a crypto wallet and transfer crypto between wallets and from an exchange, but it doesn't stop there. There are a ton of crypto scams that you should be aware of to prevent hackers from stealing your crypto, which you can watch in this video right here. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time.